This man, this man right here is the cause of all my suffering. He did so much mental damage to me. I waited for my characters to be the same level as him before even thinking about having a rematch, thinking he'd make the fight easier. Yeah, it didn't. He murdered me over and over and over for 3 hours straight. There was a point where it's like, yeah, it's clearly my fault for losing. Like, skill issue, haha. This is a combat focused game. If you can't handle it, get out the kitchen. But like, there's plenty of instances where this fight is just unfair. Like what is that? Like what do I do there? Like what am I supposed to do? The one thing I will give this boss, bro, I will speak respect on his name, is he made me eat my words. In a previous video, I expressed some gripes about the parry system, saying it was a tad too easy, and I was getting parries on accident while fighting world bosses, and I was expecting something a little different. Yeah, Mephis made me regret that whole statement. That like this boss is just parry simulator 101. Like if you're a god at parrying his attacks, like this will be a cakewalk for you. Or if you're like me, who have moments of greatness where you're shining and you feel like you're that guy, only the fumble under the pressure, then yeah, you're gonna have a tough old time. Many of his attacks are linear and telegraphed, but they keep coming at you for minutes on end where any one of them can just end your life with one blow. It becomes a little bit taxing. He has so many moves that look similar to each other, so you get mixed up in that blender of destruction, or sometimes you just get caught off guard when he wants to do a Sonic impersonation. And you know what the crazy part is? Come here. Come a little closer. The parries are not the biggest problem in this boss fight. It's that thing. That disgusting purple creature right there on your screen. You see him? He's the cause of all my suffering, my anguish. Everything going wrong in my life is all his fault, and I don't even know where he comes from. The only concrete evidence I have is that if I miss 3 of, Mephis' parryable attacks, which is valid, he spawns. But, if you continue to parry him, you think you'd be good. Until he randomly wants to spawn. So I was like, okay, let me see what happens when I perfect dodge. It looks like when you perfect dodge, you're good to go. He also doesn't spawn. Until he wants to spawn. I've tried everything, bro. I even tried looking into what causes him to spawn and how to prevent it, but I swear to God, he purged the internet himself to keep me suffering in my ignorance. This beautiful addition to the game that definitely didn't make me want to rip my skin off can copy every one of Mephis' moves. That laser beam that one-shots you, he can copy it. That cool slash move that's definitely not Virgil's judgment cut, he can copy it. The fact that this clone can just toss out round-killing moves willy-nilly is insanity to me. There was multiple occasions where he spawned off screen and just blasted me for giggles. It got to the point where I went from delusional anger at the situation to deranged acceptance, since clearly it was out of my control. Like, what was I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do. Like the clone just doesn't want me to win. Like, he's like, it's okay, you could get me next time. Like, am I expected to look over my shoulder constantly waiting for him to blast my booty cheeks wide open for all to see? There's only a couple ways I discovered to deal with the clone shenanigans, right? Like, you can focus on pairing Mephis' moves, and keep an eye on the clone and just try to dodge his attacks, which is the method I went with, because if you parry one of Mephis' moves close enough to the clone just seems to dissipate. He just goes into the aether. Or you can try to dodge both their attacks, like you're Neo off the Matrix, if you feel like you're the god gamer himself. Or you can go the other route and be the Giga Chat and just parry both their attacks. And at that point, like, why are you even fighting this boss fight? He's just a warm up for whatever demons you're about to face later on. Here's my victory run that was the combination of a couple hours of fighting this man to the death.
fit together.
I can use some fertilizer. Banish all lice.
The beast was finally slain. The euphoric feeling I had after this victory was unimaginable. I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. Colors were more vibrant. Life felt like it had meaning again. The beast and his doppelganger can be slain. I still have 2 more levels of them to beat. I'm not thinking about them right now. This boss really put some hair on my chest. Honestly, it gave me exactly what I wanted. I mean, the difficulty that expresses the fluid combat system built within this game. You know, despite me baby raging, I thoroughly enjoyed myself throughout this whole process. And I cannot wait to fight the other hologram bosses and see what kind of mechanics and gimmicks they have. That makes me want to rip my hair out. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed my journey, feel free to subscribe and let me know your thoughts on Mephis in the comment section below. But I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.